2025, it will be a big leap from 2024. In many ways, it is the year of transformation, especially in the field of health. MAHA, Make America Healthy Again by r.f.k. And it is going to be the year of the snake. If I started optimizing my health in 2025, I would do this. That's something I'm going to talk about today. Stick around. Hi, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya. I am the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. It is going to be winter solstice tomorrow. Have you decided what you'll do for the solstice? Are you going to meditate? Are you going to build a power sport? Or are you going to practice the Qi-gong sun gazing meditation I shared with you? Did you watch this video? If you haven't, this is the actual title, Qi-gong sun gazing meditation for winter solstice. Connect your third eye and lower abdomen. Please watch it. And if you can, please practice this meditation at sunrise. Now, happy holidays for you. I suppose your holiday is starting now since it is the weekend, and maybe you are already back in your hometown or you're welcoming your grandchildren and so on. But whatever you are doing, you are in a festive mood. So you don't want to think about your health. But in about 10 days, it is going to be the new year. The 2025 is coming. And you want to start preparing for it now because it will be too late in January. Once January hit, then you'll start working and you become busy again and you get caught up with your daily life and you probably won't have enough time to think thoroughly about your health. So now is the perfect time to reflect upon this year's journey and prepare for the next year. And to do that, you want to understand the landscape of 2025, what the 2025 will look like. It is going to be quite different from 2024. So those of you who want to be ahead of the game, this is the video for you. I'll share with you what the 2025 will be like and what will be the keyword for your health journey next year. So please watch the video until the end. Plus, at the end of the video, I'll share with you one tip for the holidays because you'll be indulging yourself with lots of food and drinks and maybe you'll damage your gut microbiome a lot, but there are ways to mitigate that damage. So I'll share with you those tips at the end of this video. Those of you who just discovered this video today, this is the Ikigai Diet channel, which is a health and longevity channel. We usually cover things like diet, exercise, mindset, and sometimes we cover Japanese blue zones because there are several blue zones in Japan other than Okinawa, and we cover from traditional Japanese health method to modern Japanese health trend such as chokatsu. So basically, this is the channel about how to increase health span, especially for people over 50 or over 60. So if you're interested, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Now, so 2025, it will be a big leap from 2024. In many ways, it is the year of transformation, especially in the field of health. MAHA, Make America Healthy Again by r.f.k. Whether you like r.f.k. or Trump, it is going to happen. It is going to be implemented from January. So it will impact the landscape of health tremendously. For example, one thing he's going to do is he's going to get rid of ultra-processed food. And also he's going to prioritize alternative medicine. In many ways, American health will change. And it is going to be a global phenomenon because American policy usually influence other countries too, especially to the people in general public. Many people, so many people will become aware of the fact of ultra processed food and many other things of the food industry and agricultural business and so on. So more people become aware of health. Um, that means you'll be a pioneer. Those of you who have been practicing health for the last few years will be a leader in this field. You'll be a guide to those newcomers. Maybe they'll be confused with all those additives and things in food, and they wouldn't know where to look for. And then maybe they'll come to you and ask you questions and so on. So it is going to be a lot more like a community health as much as personal health. So up until last year, you just need to think about your own health, but next year you'll be thinking about your neighbor's health as well. And that is very much Aquarian. Aquarian energy is all to do with community. Now, I talked about Aquarian age because Pluto entered Aquarius in November and it will stay there for the next 20 years. So the next 20 years will be the Pluto in Aquarius age. For details, please watch my other video. It's called Spiritual Biohacking for the upcoming supermoon and Pluto shift into Aquarius. So in many ways, it will be influenced by the Aquarian energy. Next year is going to be the year of health. Many people will pay attention to health. Many people will be awakened with the idea of health. And it is going to be the year of the snake. Next year, it will be a little different from usual because it begins in January, the end of January. Usually, the Chinese New Year starts in February, like around the 10th. So this year, about 10 days earlier. That means almost entire 2025 will be the year of the snake. What does it mean? What does the snake year mean? Now, there are three keywords to the year of the snake. The first one is wisdom. Yes, wisdom is the key word. You want to practice your health wisely. Therefore, live wiser. Wisdom will guide you in 2025. The second keyword is transformation, as I already said, but it is going to be a spiritual transformation, as spiritual growth is another keyword in the year of snake. So the spirituality will become more important. I have been talking about spirituality as part of the health practice, but it will be emphasized more in 2025. The third one is intuition, which is related to the spirituality. So when you practice your health regimen, you don't want to be too analytical, in spite of the fact that entire field of health and longevity is very science-oriented, which is good. I mean, you do need science to understand health, and science is very useful in many ways, but you don't want to be too obsessed with it. You also want to listen to your inner voice. You want to act based on your intuition. It doesn't mean to reject science entirely. What is important is to keep the good balance between spirituality and science. You want to create a good harmony between the two. So sometimes you pay attention to the scientific evidence and data, but you do not want to rely on it entirely. You also want to pay attention to your inner voice and intuition. For example, when you use a device like this, yes, you can use a smartwatch. There's nothing wrong with using a smartwatch, but you don't need to wear it all the time. Because once you measure for the first few times, like when you go to a new route of jogging, then you need to measure the distance and your heart rate and so on. But after that, you will know yourself without wearing that device. And then use your natural measurement system instead of relying on technology all the time. And please include things like yoga and Tai Chi in your exercise regimen a lot more in 2025. And when you exercise, do it outdoor. It is much better than doing a running machine indoor. I mean, it's okay to do it, but if you have an option, do it outdoor. Spend as much time in nature as possible. This is going to help you improve your spiritual side tremendously. And for the nutrition, of course, you want to pay attention to your nutrition, but again, you don't want to be obsessed with the nutrition based on nutrition science. For example, protein. Protein is overrated at the moment. Many people emphasize protein, how much protein you need, and so on. But you also want to pay attention to gut microbiome as much as your nutrition. And what they need is fiber. So fiber will become the key in 2025 too. And probiotics. You need to be able to support good bacteria in your gut. To do that, you need fiber and probiotics. To do that, you need to understand this bacterial relay that I talked about before. You know, the first runner, the second runner, the third runner. I won't go into detail today because it's a little complicated, but if you're interested, please watch my other video. It's called The Missing Link in Your Gut Health, Why Fiber Alone Isn't Enough, the Natto Connection. And don't focus solely on physical health. Now, most of you, when you think about health, you think about physical health and you think about nutrition and exercise and so on. But mental health will be as critical as physical health, both mind and spirit. Mind and spirit will become very important as much as body. So working on the three areas all at the same time, body, mind, and spirit, approaching your health holistically will be the key. And for your mind, I recommend you practice Shinon Kansha meditation. Again, for details, please watch this video. It's called Shinon Kansha meditation, Shizenha Biohacking. And live with annual rhythm, the seasonal rhythm. Pay attention to the season, spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And then pay attention to the monthly rhythm. Live according to the lunar cycle. Pay attention to the new moons and full moons and so on. So, in other words, if I started optimizing health in 2025, I would practice wise biohacking. I would read my health journey wisely. What does it mean? So I talked about Ikigai biohacking and regular biohacking. Ikigai biohacking is wise biohacking, and regular biohacking is smart biohacking. While smart biohacking is about optimization of your health, more kind of based on kind of science. Wise biohacking is the well-being of body, mind, spirit, and planet. It is more holistic approach. For details, please read Ikigai Biohacking and Live Wiser, Not Smarter. This is the latest book. So I recommend this book the most because it is a very comprehensive book covering diet, fasting, exercise, sleep, heat and cold exposure, and brain optimization. It is a comprehensive book to increase your health span. So you can read this book during these holidays and prepare for next year. I'll be sharing some other videos on more specific topics later on, but the next video won't be until Tuesday. So please read the book first. That is much better. Now, so you'll be eating a lot and you'll be drinking a lot and you'll be indulging yourself and probably that will be damaging your gut microbiome. So are there any ways to mitigate the damage? Yes, there are. The first thing you can do is eat natto as a starter. It is a great probiotic to support your good bacteria in your gut. So even though you be eating all those foods to feed your bad bacteria in your gut. It can kind of mitigate the damage. And at the end, finish with miso soup. Miso soup as finale. Then another probiotic to support your good bacteria. That will balance the gut microbiome and will mitigate the damage. But anyway, I hope you'll have a wonderful holidays. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Sachiaki Takamiya, the author of Live Wiser, Not Smarter. If you like this video, please give me your thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And please leave your comment. Have you started planning for next year's health goals? Thank you. Well, I will see you in the next video. Live with your Ikigai!